Hello, today's Hi Annie question I was asked this week is, how can I become more organized and productive? Oh, who doesn't want to be more organized and productive, right? It frees our time and energy up for doing other things, and I'm all about that, all right? We want to implement a few strategies, key strategies into our daily routine that are going to help us just feel that we are efficient, that we're effective, that we've used our time wisely. And that's all about being organized and feeling that we have been productive, that we've got some signs of things that we've done during the day that we're happy with. So, what are my top tips? First of all, use a to-do list or a productivity app or a calendar, whichever way works for you. I'm more digital, so I love little to-do lists on my planners, but it doesn't really matter. Even if it's on a diary, just write a list. And seriously, the best way to write the list is do it the night before. Do it when you're actually thinking, you're rested, you're just about to go and go, right, tomorrow, I'm not going to worry about anything today, but this is what I actually want to achieve. And try and give it a ranking, which brings me to number 2, prioritize tasks based on their importance and their deadline. Often we can get so obsessed with the things on the list, we forget to do them in the order that they're actually due or they're most urgent. So really keep a good eye on when things are due, how much time they're going to take. Everything on your list obviously isn't the same time or of importance. So sometimes you can go and get some quick wins, all right? Other people like to actually do what we call eating frogs first in the morning, and I'm all about that. If you've got something chunky for the day, get into it early, because let's face it, we all fade after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And also we want to then flick off a couple of things which are really easy. So start getting in the habit of prioritizing. If you're a color code person like me, give them a color. Make sure that you've worked through the day, that you're mixing it up. So if something's chunky, do it early. Definitely get some easy wins and then work on those things that are due as well. Number 3, break large tasks into smaller ones. I'm all into bite-sized, manageable chunks, if you like. Chunking, I love it. So make sure that you don't get overwhelmed. We get overwhelmed when we look at something and go, that's huge. Where do I even start? Every single task can be broken down into little steps, and hopefully they don't all have to be done on the same day, because it actually shows that we've had a failure to plan and we don't want to have emergency because of that. So look at the task you need, work out what the little bite-sized breaks are, how do we chunk them out, put them into your planner, and then just chip away and make sure they're due on the same date that you plan for. Number 4, create a schedule or a routine and stick to it. I find this super important. Whatever is in your schedule, and we're not just talking tasks here, we're actually talking exercise, cooking, relationship time, everything. Everything, the more consistent we are in our routines, the more likely we are that they will be done. So if you're all over the shop, it's likely that you get to a certain time that you thought you might do something, and it's likely then that you don't do it, because it's not just part of your routine. Your brain actually says that's optional, all right, and very negotiable, and therefore it doesn't get done. If something is just something that you do, whether it's going to the gym 3 times a week or working on certain tasks in the morning and then something after lunch and then in the evening, or even the way you go about your work, seriously, it will make all the difference. And your brain just goes and says, this is what I do, therefore it's done. Number 5, eliminate distractions, all right? Turn off your notifications, make a quiet place to work. It is all right if you don't check your emails, for an hour while you get bogged down into a task, all right? Some people even do it twice a day. I find that hard, to be honest. I love just checking messages, but all the evidence is that multitasking is distracting and reduces your productivity. So work out what works for you when you need to get into these certain tasks, and actually just free yourself up and go, right, I want to get myself focused. What am I going to turn off, switch off, create a space so that I can actually just get it done. You'll then have more time to go off and have a cuppa, have a chat to someone, relax. And number 6 is take breaks and prioritize your self-care to burn out. I find that so many people I coach with at the moment are suffering burnout or just getting self-exhausted. And it's because they've got too many things on their to-do list, or they're just getting obsessional and getting seriously just too high achieving in what they're trying to do. That perfectionism definitely is not your friend. So prioritizing self-care is actually super important. The older I get, the more things I've done, I've realized that if I take some time out for a break, look after myself, go with the flow, seriously, I don't miss anything. In fact, I actually get more done. So I'm not talking mega breaks, but get something done, work really hard. I'm all about the sprints, work hard for the sprint, and then go and then take a little break, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes, go for a little walk around, reset, and then bog in again. I hope that's helpful. And of course, I'd love to hear some of your top tips. Please share them with me today.